I want to jump to this next story because it's the most important story of our generation. The Hill, opinion. AOC is the Democrats' best shot against Trump in 2024. Ladies and gentlemen, I agree.
Go wild.
I completely agree. I agree 100%.
I want to see it.
There is no one that I think in the Democratic Party that has any kind of gravitas or media pull. I don't think any of them can win. Gavin Newsom looks like American Psycho. AOC can't win either, but best shot? Agreed.
Trump couldn't win either. Remember that in 2015.
That's true.
You know?
I would love to see AOC win.
I think she's going to be more likely to engage with libertarians and third-party candidates too.
Really?
I think she is. I think she can't help herself.
She can't stand the people that are bought off.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think she might be moving in that direction, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know that for sure.
I mean, I think this would be a gift to the GOP and the Libertarian Party.
They remember what they said about Trump, the Pied Piper candidate?
Right. Yep.
They were like, no one will vote for this guy. I think AOC is their best shot. I still don't think she can win. She will just turn 35 before the election. But considering here's the deal, folks. The economy is in the gutter. The misery index is through the roof. Yep. None of this is gonna make it work for the Democrats. Now by 2024, okay, maybe the Republicans win in November and then they just royally screw things up. Then AOC comes in and she's like, I'm gonna do all this wonderful free stuff, and then maybe she wins. Because you got to consider this. It's a couple years from now. You've got new young people entering the voting pool, and you've got older people aging out. So every election you see a shift that changes. The older folks are way more conservative than the younger folks. Yeah. Gen Z is a little bit more conservative in some areas, but they're nowhere near as conservative. So in 2 years, you lose a decent amount of boomers and you gain a slightly larger amount of progressives.
How about a DeSantis versus AOC matchup?
Cool conversation.
I would love to see AOC win because it would be as funny as Trump winning. I wouldn't be a fan of what she would try to do, to be completely honest. But it's like...
But hey, gridlock, you'd have Republicans holding Congress.
Yeah, if we had total gridlock, it would be wild.
I'm just, when Trump won the first time, I had my feet up and I was just laughing my ass off.
Yeah.
So...
I bought an extra bottle of port in 2016. I was drinking port at the time. That was my thing. And... when he won Florida, I was like, it's going to be a long night. Here we go.
I didn't look at the news at all when I was at work on Election Day. I just didn't want to know. I was too depressed about Hillary Clinton winning. And I got home and turned on the news, and I was just laughing hysterically that this was actually reality.
I felt like a ghost punched me in the gut. I woke up at like 3 a.m. and checked. I was like, what in the fuck is going on? I didn't think this was possible.
Yeah. I remember my Australian friend's social media post. That's the only thing I remember from the day that results were announced. It just said, LOL America. And that was exactly how I felt.
Someone super chat us, do not speak of Satan, else the devil might appear, re AOC. And my attitude is kind of like, look, man, I feel like if AOC were to get in, it would just be better than what we currently have with the uniparty establishment like Biden. And I don't think it would be good, but I would laugh. When AOC won against Crowley, I laughed. I was like, good riddance to these establishment shill, I don't care. AOC has proven, in my opinion, to be duplicitous, deceptive, deceitful, fabricating stories on January 6th and all of that stuff. I still would rather see her than any one of these establishment, deep state, whatever, uniparty trash shills.
She's a pretty good actor, right?
I think it would just be hilarious.
Well, she had the handcuffs on for a while.
She lies just like all the rest of them. So it's not... It doesn't make her worse, unfortunately. All of them lie.
Well, I'm just saying it would be Clown World times 10.
Yes.
Wouldn't it? Come on. It would be funny to have President Ocasio-Cortez.
I embrace Clown World. I do not reject Clown World. I embrace it.
It's like, look, if you can't get Trump to come in and try and clean things up, you can get AOC to burn it down, I guess.
Let's burn it.
If that's what people want.
Let's burn it.
I think it'd be funny.
A righteous fire. A righteous healing fire.
But this is what they do on the left. Mm-hmm. They literally riot. Now, we don't want any of that stuff. Donald Trump coming in, I want him to fire everybody.
Oh yeah, please don't burn it literally. Let's just destroy it ideologically and make it into a joke. I'm
imagining AOC. She's sitting at like the Situation Room, and the CIA comes in. They're like, Madam President, we have these kill lists, the disposition matrix. These are the people we got to assassinate. And she's just like, no. And they're like, you have to. And she's just like, I don't know. I don't think I want to. What is this? And then it's just like, How do you work? How will look when they go to Obama? Here's what I imagine: CIA goes to Obama and says, "Sir, we have these wanted men. Here's what they've done. We have a chance to take them out. This is in line with foreign policy. It must be done." And then he goes, "Okay, launch the drones." AOC is going to be like, "What? Huh? No, I don't know." And they're just not going to be able to do any of this stuff. I think it'll just be
like
gummed
fire
up.
all those guys that wouldn't listen to me.
I want to see
That'd be
Instagram
great.
live streams of shopping. That's what I want to see from the White House.
How do you? Here's the point I'm trying to get to. With Donald Trump, they accuse him of working with Russia. That is a ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
What are they going to accuse AOC of doing? She's like, she's an look. I'm not trying to be a dick, but she's an airhead. You know what I mean? You know, she's just. Bloop. She's not going to do what they say.
Yeah, what would her scandal be?
I don't know.
What would her scandal be?
AOC's scandal they try to use to ruin her, or it could just be that she just says
Probably partying.
You think?
Yeah, and that's not
Buying
very
expensive
bad.
cars or something?
That's not. There's a lot worse scandals. There's people with kill list conspiracy theories attached to them.
You know, they said Reagan wouldn't be president, right? They're like a movie star president. Then you get Donald Trump, a reality TV, real estate mogul. I think AOC could win. I really do. I just don't think it's likely.
If she wins, it makes it so much more likely libertarians have a shot.
Yeah.
We'll get a comedian in the White House.
Why do you think so?
Well,
Dave Smith?
you're talking about voting for a clown. Why are we not having a comedian?
So what's happening with the Libertarian Party? Do we have any updates on who's running?
So we don't have any official announcements, but I think
You just said Dave Smith. You said comedian, right?
so we don't have official announcements, but the top contenders right now are going to be Dave Smith, Justin Amash, and Spike Cohen. Although he keeps insisting he's not running, there's a lot of energy and support behind him. So those are the three people who I see falling into that role. And there has been a little bit of whisper and buzz about Maj Touré maybe jumping into a VP role.
Really? That'd be cool.
Can
Maj is
I
great.
be education secretary so I can get
I
rid of
will
the department the next day?
absolutely make you education secretary. Scott Horton will be, in charge of foreign policy.
excellent.
That would be awesome.
Where-
Like build a mini ramp
Yeah.
in the situation room.
I want to see Maj Touré running Senate and Congress.
You see, this is why
Hey, he teaches conflict resolution classes. He had one over the weekend,
yeah.
so that maybe
Press
we could
Secretary
actually
Malice.
use it. Press Secretary
Yep.
Malice, absolutely.
that's just what that's all I want.
He will
I'm
do it.
ready.
He will do it.
This is going to be the greatest
One
thing ever.
Bitcoin.
So we got the Times Square billboards up, and we've included him on them because we're big fans, and I thought it would be great. And then he said to me, he's like, "Well, at least if we lose, we had more fun." And I'm like, "Yep."
Yes.
I think we're gonna do all right.
If you want to
though.
see Malice as a press secretary, we gotta start hooking that man up with 1 Bitcoin per month.
1 Bitcoin per month. I mean, that's not that much for a press secretary. We're talking like what is that going to come out to, like 270 a year? It's a high salary for a government position like
I
that.
think the cap is 174 though per year.
Oh, it's capped out. You can't.
I
pay,
think so.
No, but in a campaign, you can pay more, can't you?
Oh,
In a campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Campaign.
So we'll have to figure something
He's
out.
worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
See,
for
I'm
the
putting
name
together an
recognition.
excellent roster for you all.
I like how it's like we're sitting here, it's kind of like BSing, and then Corey's like, "I'll be education secretary," and you're like, "Sure."
I've
Like,
got a list.
it'll be
It's
funny,
a good list. You're on the list.
Let's go.
5 years later, you are, and we're like, "Man, we were just talking smack." And
Department of Ed's
that
gone the
totally
next
happened.
day. I'm firing
Oh
myself.
I
yes.
saw
Yes.
a bar tab from before they signed the Declaration of Independence, the founding fathers, and it was like
were
from a couple nights.
plastered.
Yeah, it was like 160 bottles of liquor for 60 of them. It was some insane number where they all drank like 2.5 bottles.
That's amazing. They're all drunk and they're just like, "Screw it, we're independent." And they're like, "Yeah." And they wake up in the morning like, "What did I sign?"
I'll put
have a copy.
Reed Coverdale in charge of transportation. He's a trucker, so
I love
know
it.
Reed.
man.
I know him through Twitter, but I've never met him face to face.
very
I like
cool
Reed.
guy. Very
Yeah,
cool.
Spike Cohen is brilliant.
He is. He's a great articulate messenger.
He's very humble too. I had no idea how brilliant, like how
He's a
genius
genuinely
the guy
nice
was.
person, and I love libertarians, but we're not all nice. I don't consider myself a genuinely nice person. I can be kind of mean. I've never seen Spike Cohen be mean. Never.
So look, there's a new Libertarian Party obviously right now.
Oh, yeah.
You guys took over.
Yeah.
The old Libertarian Party got really crazy. Remember when I'm sorry, who was running for president? I forgot her name.
Joe.
Jo
Joe Jorgensen.
Jorgensen. When she did that Marxist authoritarian statement on Twitter.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I was like, this is the funniest thing I ever heard from her. She said it's not enough to be not racist. We must be actively anti-racist.
Super sweet lady. Did not have good people on her team.
But like, it was funny. I thought it was hilarious that the libertarians were telling us what we must do.
I know. It was very painful. It was very painful.
What we must do.
What was the party's stance on like the closures and the lockdowns at the time?
So the party did not make a single statement, not on their website, not email, not social media, not Twitter, nothing for an entire year.
Come on, this is your opportunity. This is the time to do this. This is your time to shine.
Ball whiffed. So we have come out very strong opposition under new leadership to lockdowns, all manner of mandates, vaccine mandates, war.
What I don't understand how look, it sounds to me like the Libertarian Party was taken over before you guys took it over.
It was taken over in 2006 by the insider term is pragmatists, but you could consider them as more centrist, moderate types. So you could think of it as Yang Gang without the marketing.
But they're not libertarian.
Correct.
Like people refer to me as libertarian centrist or whatever, and I'm more in agreement with you guys than anything.
Oh, very much so. No, they started out kind of like moderate. Oh man, so the history of this is really brutal, and I had to go through recently about 15 years of staff reports to understand everything that happened. So exciting. Well, really more. I went back to 1996. It will bore you to death, but I personally found it fascinating to watch the party get taken over by neocons at one point, and watch membership and fundraising and interest tank, and then get taken over by woke types and watch it tank again. The reality is libertarians at large, the movement, don't want anything to do with that. But these weirdos got into positions of power and really soiled the branding and name. And it's just they were more organized at the time. And who knows, I speculate why are you libertarian at all? Well, you're mad at your dad, so you don't want to vote the same party as your dad, so you pick us instead. It's like your weird, boring centrist rebellion.
Wow.
Yeah. But now we've taken it over. We've taken it back.
Was it because of the COVID stuff, or was it already in the works?
We were working on this. We kicked it off at the summer of 2017. So I was already active in the party and then was kind of confused when I saw people coming out against Ron Paul in the party. I was like,
what?
Yeah, total embarrassment. I'm ashamed.
This was like the Prags or whatever?
Yeah. Shameful.
I don't understand how are they against Ron Paul?
I don't know. Mean words. He had friends they didn't like. Someone said something mean.
That's not pragmatic at all.
No, it's not. It's not pragmatic. It's bizarre, weird, culty gatekeeping. Like you don't have any friends who've ever said anything mean that you didn't like in your whole life. It's an unreasonable,
so
not
weird.
Human position.
Thanks for checking out this segment from the Timcast IRL podcast. But if you want to check out the full show live, tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. And if you want more special access content, head over to timcast.com and become a member. Your membership helps sustain this company, keep our journalists employed, makes this show happen, and you will get access to exclusive members-only segments of the Timcast IRL podcast, and there's a massive library to check out. So again, go to timcast.com or tune in Monday through Friday at 8 p.m., and we'll see you all there.